What's good, y'all? It's your boy A1 from Stars Gaming. We out here making Madden moves. Um, I'm doing this video a little bit different. So I already ran the scheme, and I already have like the scheme like on the screen right now. And what I'm doing, speaking over it. Um, so I'm breaking down in this video. Just gonna do a little bit differently. I want to try this approach. Just kind of just kind of work with me on it. We're gonna try a different approach. So like I'm gonna be spending like 13 to 14 minutes. If you want to stay the full time, go ahead and stay. If you want to listen to parts of the important parts, I'll get to that probably within the first five, and then I'll kind of just go into more depth about the mini scheme that I'm trying to put out that I'm putting out right now. So the mini scheme is the Carolina Panthers playbook. And what you do is you want to run it with a mobile quarterback. So you want to be running with Lamar Jackson. This gun bunch. Oh, we got delayed. My bad. Okay, we're back now. So like this gun bunch or whatever and whatnot, it's inside the Carolina Panthers playbook. We got read option, HB base. That's for more like stationary quarterbacks at base, but it also like it hits really well with quarterbacks that can move around the pocket too as well. So when you have those the read option and then the base in there, it kind of adds like a dynamic of like a power and then also like a quick like zone like cut and slice. So you can kind of switch your backs around if you want to come in this and let this be like your base. Oh, you could do that. Right now we're showing off the read option. We want to read that backside in, Clowney where he's at, and we want to hand it off. And that's just honestly just reading it and just going. The read option is really deadly, especially in the gun bunch because the gun bunch is known for his passing game. Now, when you have a dynamic run game in there too as well with the gun bunch, it creates a lot of issues. Right there, we just hit a base. That's just a simple handoff. It could be like some type of like power look, and that type of way. But those are your two go-to run plays. The other passing plays they like to throw in there is cross. And I threw a little, as you can see, a little comeback route. I guess sack right here, but we threw a little comeback route to the left side. And that's just something I'm going to show you guys how you guys can hit that too in the cross route. You guys got one guy over top, number 11, Roberts, and then you got Steed underneath. Um, I think we believe we get sacked like the first two times, but then I continue on the scheme. I make it look a little bit more effective what it's looking right now. Computers do ball out on practice mode too as well. Um, this right here is the buck. That's the buck trail. We're gonna get to that one too. That one's an extremely good pass play, money play. We're hitting a cross right now. Right there, we got right over, and the defense that we're running against is hard flat. So we got the ball over the linebackers because inside most like zone type of formations, those two middle backers, Mike Wagner, Bobby Wagner, my bad, and the other guy I think keep right. They're gonna jump and take the lower stuff, so it's gonna really open up. Now this bunch trail right here, this bunch trail, that is an extremely good play. That corner route is deadly. I know we switched to the base, but we keep talking about trail. That corner route that's hits, you can hit it in possession and you can hit it in rack efficiently as long as they're guarding the hard flat. Now, if they're guarding the other flat, you might need a like a crota flat, like a purple zone. You might need a different type of receiver. But like any type of average receiver like there, like Snead, like Roberts, they can hit that corner route and easily get rack if they're hard flat, and then you're killing them with the underneath routes. Um, that right there that I just threw right there, that was the comeback. If you want to take it back 5 seconds or 10, you can. But we audibled that crossing route right there into a comeback route on the backside where Brown's at. That way it allows you the opportunity to kind of roll out and then make a play. And it's just leading the guy. I mean, there could have been maybe a possession catch, but there's a bunch of different things you do. That cross route really helps you out on like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, a surprise attack. You know what I mean? It really gets over your opponent's head, and you're able to like dish that ball off and get like easy yards. It's great at catching your opponent off guard, especially when you throw in that comeback route. So again, if you're trying to catch a quarterback off guard, hit that crossing route. I do recommend that. I do recommend it right over top of the linebackers, and go ahead and make a play on that. I love coaching and talking like this for football. I think we're calling bunch trail. I think I hit a couple different ones of them. Now, keep in mind when you're running bunch trail, you can hit that flat route too. I know we hit the corner route. I mean, but you can hit that flat route too. 99% of the time, to be honest, as long as they're guarding like the crow flat, it's open. So what I like to do is I like to have the tight end go and hit the flat sometimes, or then have that outside receiver hit the flat too as well. Because what that does is that brings that nickel down, which is on the outside of Wagner. It makes him come down and guard him, and then you got the obviously the corner route open right here. I believe we do a possession catch, but I thought it was a rack. I think the next one's a rack catch. I did a couple of them that you guys can see. They're effective routes. These corner routes do open up, and it's a safe route to run. So you feel comfortable like in your passing game and running this. You notice the max protect too as well. When you are max protecting in Madden, especially with these route combinations and this playbook and the mini scheme I'm showing you, it's important you get your max protection in. But what's also important is making sure that you shade to the side that you feel least threatened by. And why I do that is because most of the time I get a double team. Like as I can see, my left tackle and running back, they're gonna be able to pick up. One guy's gonna pick up that DN, and the other guy usually will pick up the blitzer. We're not having any blitz come at us right now, but keep that in mind. I always say this: please shade away from the threat. I feel like Clowning's my threat. I want to shade away from him. Right there, we call a read option. We get upfield. Again, the read option is extremely deadly when you have like fast break and stuff like that on your quarterback or in general. Like having the running dynamic to the offense makes it 10 times better than most many schemes, to be honest. Because not a lot of people in Madden 20, I'm telling you, and they're not going to be putting the read option. But if you develop your pass game and you can run read option like the way I run it, you're going to be a Madden champion. Like bottom line, there's nothing. There's if you can run the read option and you can pass the football, you're going to be effective. Now moving forward, as I go into more in the scheme, I pretty much hit the majority parts of it with the cross, the bunch trail, the read option, base two as well with the power look and gun bunch in the Carolina Panthers playbook. I'm going to more like a scrimmage type of look now. So I'm going to back these guys up just like a scrimmage. You know what I mean? You're running your scheme, back these guys up until open field like we're in scrimmage mode. So when you're practicing this and you're getting on the field and you want to get good at it, not only watch the video, but go to practice mode to get comfortable with the 4 plays: base, read option, gun bunch, and then crossing routes. Right here, that deep ball. Listen, okay, now listen, hear me out. That deep post is going to be your money, and I didn't really go over it much. I hit more the corner route, but that deep post is going to be your money in regards to making sure that you get that deep ball, like that deep effect. That's going to be your threat. I know at the end of this video, you're going to see a clip of that, and it's going to be extremely effective. But okay, now I see what you're talking about. You won. Just more read option play. As you see, it opens up. Don't do what I'm doing right now, just running it like that. Make sure you guys slide. That means hold off on the R trigger, and then go ahead and tap X. Make sure you slide. We call a little base right there. You will get stuff sometimes. I mean, that's just the name of the game. In football, you're not always going to win every single battle, and you have to be able to accept that and have some type of humility when it comes to getting that ball down. This is the crossing route right here. Real tight coverage, but we're able to get that ball in there with an average receiver and a pretty decent quarterback that can throw the ball. Actually, that's disrespectful, Lamar Jackson. My bad, bro. My bad. You ain't decent, bro. You great. He's an elite quarterback throwing the ball to a pretty average receiver against some pretty decent DBs. Again, we hit with the read option again. It's just getting upfield, the mobile. You want that part in your offense. It's important to have. More base. They're shutting it down. It is tough to run it. I'm not gonna lie. It is tough to run that base when they have good linebackers and stuff in the field like the Seahawks. I think we try to hit that deep X route right here. Again, in cover two, it opens up, and then on cover three, towards the end of the video, it's gonna show you like the way the route set up. It causes like that outside corner to get stuck. And have you been noticing during like the scrimmage part, like the mini scheme, you're seeing a lot of scrambles. Like because of the blocking scheme and the route combinations, you're able to get out of the pocket, maneuver around, and make plays. Right here was a solid corner route right there in that bunch trail that I was telling you guys about. That corner route, it could be man coverage, hard to flat. It does struggle against the purple zone. If you have a good receiver, you can kind of throw it in there. You can rack catch it. You can possession catch it. You can do all that with this corner route. I think right here was a good shot where we're trying to take at B. Don't be scared to get out the pocket. I'm always going to point out when I did wrong. I didn't do a good job of getting in the pocket, and they made a great play. Then we scramble two again here. I dropped the video a couple of days ago, and we get pretty far afield because of the route combinations. It's just weird. I dare your opponent to spy you. They spy you, it's going to be a long day over the top. Same thing, we call a little read option. I mean, you got bunch, still called a read. Just call it. Run the ball. Keep them honest. That's probably the most important, like important things, like of the philosophy of that. What's it called? Read option and like just HB base, and then run the spread and then shotgun stuff in general. You got to keep your opponents on. Keep your opponent honest. You got to run the football. It's important. I know we got stopped these last 3 or 4 plays. I know you guys seen that, but I can guarantee this offense is effective. I've been running for the probably like the past 3 years. I went a little bit more to a spread Pacific playbook this year. Um, that was a solid catch shoot, but in the post little corner route in that bunch trail. But it's an effective offense. You just got to be able to be better. You have to be better in the pass game. And the thing about it that I'm very extremely good. I'm not extremely. That doesn't sound right, but I'm good in the run game when it comes to running the spread, run game coordination. Like I'm solid at that. I know that. But when it comes to like passing game, I struggle with that. So that's something I'm going to be working on and putting out some videos so you guys can tune in and say, okay, maybe I can be a better player if I can learn the read option because you might be a better passer. And it'll put you like in the top 30, top tens at some point. And what that does, it gives you an opportunity to play for some play for some money. You know what I mean, and compete. And that's what it's all about, getting out there and competing. I think I hear this is when we get out the pocket and we make like this really nice throw. We end off on this note too as well. Yeah, so we make this throw. We're going to replay mode, man. And I mean, the bottom line is like it's weird. Like, okay, so like I'm gonna look. You look over to the right. This cornerback left. My bad. That left cornerback on the left side. Of the numbers. Um, he's not gonna do a really good job of like getting back. For some reason, it glitches on to that corner route. As you can see, it like glitches on the corner. He comes down, and that he's supposed to be deep third. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But the bottom line is that he gets open because of the way the game is set up. So take advantage and exploit that type of stuff, man. When they have that stuff going on, man, take your shots deep. I always recommend having a strong quarterback, so like a Mutt that can do some damage. You have like a Mike Vick, for example, or a Cunningham or Mahomes. They can throw that thing probably all the way to the back corner of the end zone, literally. But even then, that's a Lamar Jackson, like not really very good, strong, like throwing power, but fast receivers, they're gonna get over top of them. And they're gonna make big time plays. So make sure you guys are utilizing those money plays, man, and whatnot. Again, this offense is built for mobile quarterbacks to be most effective and to winning. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to my boy Lamar. He's doing his thing. This is the spread, more of the spread. This is Gun Bunch. Your boy A1 is